What's up, fight fans? This is Anna here to do another boxing analysis. This analysis is it's a post-fight analysis. It's between Brandon Bam Bam Rios and Richard Abril. Richard Abril from Cuba, he came in out of nowhere, got crazy with Brandon, and that's how he got the fight at the press conference for the Yurioki Gamboa. So, when this fight has happened, and let me just break it down to you guys. If you don't know the sweet science of boxing, just don't even give me any views. Like, don't even come to my page. Don't subscribe or anything until you learn. Like, I'm trying to kick knowledge to all you motherfuckers out there who sit up there and say, oh, well, boxing just about throwing a whole lot of punches. And, if you're not throwing a whole lot of punches, then you're not winning the fight. Let me break it down to you dumb motherfuckers real quick, okay? Amateur boxing is throwing 120 punches and then you'll win the fight. In real actuality, when it's scored on ring generalship, it's scored on how much you're getting hit, how effective the punches is, and effective aggressiveness. Meaning, like, if you're that come forward, true, grit, grind it out type of boxer that comes forward and doesn't use much head movement, you have to be very accurate with your punches. And you have to land too. Ring generalship is moving the person out the way when you're in the corner. You put them in the corner. Footwork, timing on your jab, being able to move side to side, and overall make your opponent look silly and throw combinations in the process. That is what boxing is all about. And if you're sticking a jab out there, you're using side to side movement, you're landing counter straight right hands, and your opponent cannot hit you because you have your chin tucked in really well and you got, your left fist up to block any type of crazy straight right hand that somebody's going to throw, then you're pretty much winning the fight. And then on the other side that I look at it, every time Brandon tried to throw a left hook at Richard Abril, I'm a huge Brandon Rios fan. I wanted to see him win. Like he's Mexican American. He's from Kansas or whatever, and I'm from the Midwest, so I was rooting for him. But at the same token, on the same thing, I keep it real. I'm a realist. So when I saw Richard Abril in the beginning rounds landing crisp combinations, moving side to side and in the middle, and he wasn't getting tired, I'm thinking, oh, he got this fight won because he was blocking effectively. Like, you gotta understand. I understand he was in Las Vegas. He's not from the West area, whatever. He's more eastbound, in Florida or whatnot. But it shouldn't be that big of a difference. Abril dominated the fight. I had the fight score 8 rounds to 4 for Abril. Just I don't know how else you can score that fight. Brandon won about 4 rounds, and that's where it ends. He won. I think, yeah, Brandon won the third round. He was more effective. He started landing the left hook. He started closing the distance more, and he made Abril kind of be more on the defensive, not throwing punches, but more of just keeping his hands up and trying to block and roll his shoulder on his punches. Now, another thing you need to understand is, if you're not landing and you're just hitting the person's glove and you're not throwing any body punch, because Brandon, he's a great body puncher. He didn't throw any significant body punches. Most of them was just love taps. It wasn't huge body punch. He should have punched way more with that left foot to the inside shoulder of Abril, and he should have thrown more right hooks, like jab and then throw a right hook, jab up top, right hook, but he didn't do none of that. So that's what I'm trying to get at you guys, and make you understand that you have to be effective and land, not just effective just being aggressive and not doing anything. Because that's what boxing's about. Hit and not be hit. Brandon was getting hit as he was getting turned around by Abril. And if you guys call me wrong or say I'm a liar, go watch the fight. Watch it over and over. Rewind it too, so you can see every little punch that Brandon landed, every little punch that Abril landed. Another thing I wanted to throw out there is Juan Manuel Marquez put on a dazzling show, a great show. He was using his jab effectively and everything, and the Mexican fans really wanted to see Fechenko throw with Marquez. Marquez is not a aggressive come forward fighter, so you guys need to understand that he's not your traditional Mexican fighter just gonna put himself all on the line and fuck up his health and fuck up, his brain by just running into punches. It's just not his style. He's more of a and seek and destroy type guy when it comes to you coming at him. Like, he's a counter puncher. He sits back, jabs, does the 45 and turns at an angle and throws that left uppercut right into your solar plexus and right into your rib area. So that's what you guys need to understand, that Marquez is a 1-2-3-4 type of guy. Like, if he does throw a 6-punch combo, it's because you're on the ropes or you're in an awkward position where you can't go anywhere, and he lets off his uppercuts and straight right hands. He does that left uppercut, straight right hand, or overhand right a lot, and that's what lands. And that's what he was landing all night, was the left uppercut. He landed his jab effectively throughout the fight, and he threw some really good straight right hands. So my hat goes off to you. Salute to Juan Manuel Marquez. You're one of the best fighters of this era. You're a legend in Mexico, so it's good you got you another win on your Hall of Fame career. And a lot, like a lot of people should really give you your credit. If you do end up facing, Pacquiao again, you still have a good shot. Only thing I would say is you probably want to, work on, like, you already, built. You just want to, make sure that you kind of still want to keep your speed, because when you face a Pacquiao or somebody on super top level, and especially if they're awkward like Pachinko was, they can probably try to outbox Marquez if he's slower, because he put on so much bulk, so much muscle. Because that does affect your hand speed and everything else if people don't understand that or know about boxing. So, great night of boxing for all the Mexican fans. Mike Alvarado versus Herrera. That was like fight of the night for me. I mean, it was amazing. They both gave it their all. They both said what they were going to do, and they did it. And that's what I really appreciate about both of them. They're both stand-up guys, and they gave them their all. Alvarado from Colorado, that guy, man, he's a problem. Like, muy fuerte. Like, he's just strong. Like, really, really, really strong. And he comes forward and throws bombs. I mean, he takes a lot of punishment, but at the same time, like, man, like, this dude has a strong left hook and a crazy uppercut when he throws. It's so effective, and he just busted up Herrera all night. And then I think it was in one of the rounds, in the middle rounds, that he really hit him super, super hard, and I thought he was gonna go down. Herrera, you have a chin, and like I said, man, salute to you, man. Like, you took some crazy punches, and like, almost looked close to the Margarito type fight. Like, your eye was just purple and closed. It was crazy. But that was a really, really, really good fight. I want to see Alvarado against somebody speedy, somebody that has a good amateur background, that has, good footwork and everything. So Amir Khan would be a great opponent if he comes out with the win against Peterson at 140 pounds. There's so many 140 pounders out there, so you got a lot to choose from, Mike. Alvarado. Zab Judah just came off of a win, I think, is at 140 or 147, whichever one. That would be a good fight, Southpaw versus Orthodox. So, I mean, like I said, you guys tell me what you think tonight. And for all my Filipino fans out there, mabuhay. Mercito Esta, he did a good job tonight. Things he needs to improve on, because he does get hit a lot. He needs to improve on side-to-side head movement in the southpaw stance. You cannot sit there unless you're extremely slick in the southpaw stance and just stand in front of your opponent like that. You have to use some type of footwork, side-to-side movement. So Mercito needs to continue throwing that left uppercut. It was beautiful tonight. I see that you are a right-handed lefty, like, southpaw fighter. So you really need to work on throwing your straight lefts and stuff. If he works on that, he's gonna be amazing. Throwing, that right hook. That right hook to the body was nasty, and that's what pretty much got him out of there. Besides the effective, right hook that you landed at the end of the fight to end the fight. And one thing I'm gonna throw out there too, like, there was so much hype around the whole, Abril just gonna get knocked out, and Ellie Segback was talking our shit and like saying that, getting in his feelings. Like, this the thing. You can be a fan all you want, but when you're reporting something, you have to, push all your feelings to the side. When a boxing fight is being scored, and like when you're being a true fan of the sport, you have to give credit where credit is due. I'm a huge Miguel Cotto fan, but when he got beat by Margarito the first fight, I just had to keep it real. Like, I just saw it and I'm like, wow. And the same thing go for the Manny Pacquiao Cotto fight. I just like, damn, like, that person was just, better that night. And that's how I looked at it. But at the same time, you can't sit up there and get pissed off and say, oh man, he was just holding all night or he was doing this and doing that. Abril boxed effectively. I've never seen nobody at 6 foot can fucking make 135. That's some scary shit. Like I've never seen that in my life. But he boxed effectively and did not gas out and had like a Mayweather type of defense and tucked his chin and had his right glove up and left glove up at times and really turned his shoulder into Brandon's shoulder, and Brandon couldn't really land anything effective. If you look at his face was clear, and that's what I don't understand why you people don't get. But like I said, man, I'm still a huge fan of Rios, and I can't wait to see his next fight. I know he's moving up to 140. Happy for him. Good you got the win. You got your 30th win, and it'd be easier for you to make weight, and you can dominate up there and get more titles at 140 pounds. Abril, great fight. My hat goes off to you. Hey, just keep on, looking for those big fights because now you're marketable. You went 12 rounds with Brandon Rios without getting your face fucked up. So I don't know. Like, you guys tell me what you think about tonight. I thought tonight was a great, great, great night of boxing, and just get at me in the comment section below. What did you like about these fights? Did you think they were good matchups stylistically? What did you think about Marquez's, as they call it, just keeping busy fight against Pachinko in the new Azteca Mexican stadium that they have? It was huge. I mean, that place was packed. So that lets you know he has real star power in Mexico. He's the #1 boxer there, no matter what. So, anyways, you guys let me know what you think, and this is Ant reporting. Peace.